my goodness, everybody. Guess what? This is about to be an amazing, amazing installment of From 9 to 5 to Wow, because these are my girls who are living their wow lives, and they help me live my wow life. These are the heads of department of makeup and of hair on none other than our brand new movie that's coming out November 13th on All Black called Friend Zone. Welcome, welcome, Andrea! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I mean, these are the ladies, honey. Let me just tell you, I couldn't wait to hit the button to start recording because I said, I got to tell y'all, the way I came home, the way I said, ooh, did I overgold my nose? Let me put some gold right here.
It's like, come on, gold
Right.
eyeshadow.
Gold
Come
is
on.
cool. It can
Come
yes,
on,
girl.
gold
I gotta get this
highlight.
baby hair slicked down because let me tell you, these ladies have made me beautiful on so many occasions. And can I just say this? I'm going to put this out there. Y'all even made me pretty on days I didn't have money. And I want to say thank you. This
You're welcome.
is a gratitude podcast right now because people don't
No.
understand that artists, they see us on TV, they see us doing all these things, but they don't understand y'all services. Y'all, you
Listen.
are masters at your craft, but there's been so many times where you gave me a break on my way up. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's get into Friends. I love y'all so much. Well, just introduce yourself. Say whatever you want to say.
Okay. Well, let Andrea start.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
Well, okay. I am Toni Acey, a celebrity makeup artist and key makeup artist for Friend Zone, the movie, which I can't wait to see. Also, even had a little part in there. It may have ended up on the cutting room floor. I don't know, but
But we gonna
I'm
see you in there.
excited
You
to
in there.
see
You're in
it.
there. You're
Yeah,
in there.
right. Fingers crossed. But either way, it was a great project to work on. It was very fun. The cast was amazing. Shout out to Brayley Evans. um, and Zinga, Maurice, everybody just was amazing to work with. Um, I really, really enjoyed working on this project. So thank you, Andrea, for pulling me in on this one.
Yeah.
And Courtney, you did your thing, girl, because I've been waiting. Like I ran into Nzinga at an award show, and I was like, "Do you remember me?" She was like, "Where do I know you from?" I'm like, "Friend Zone." She said, "Oh my God!" And
Right.
so I'm like, "When is that coming out?" I mean, and I swear it was like maybe just a couple of weeks later that the announcement came that it was coming
Wow.
out.
That
Yeah.
energy was just
So
floating in the air.
absolutely, absolutely. So Friend Zone was definitely a fun project to work on. Ace in the faces, as I do. And Brayley, I already told you, you're one of my faces that I love to ace. I love this face. Can't get
Thank
enough
you,
of
boo.
it. Such a cute face. And yeah, you gave Andrea and I props, but really your mom and dad had it. We got to give them their
We had
props.
to start somewhere. But let me tell you something.
Right, because
You
you had a
guys have
good
touched me.
foundation to work with, okay?
I've looked in the mirror when you've done my face and said, who am I? Because I so ma'am, I won't forget you were my key makeup artist on my very first series regular show. Do you remember that?
Yes, last
Yes,
call.
come on, come on. I'm trying to remember the name of the show.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember the
Yeah,
name of the
last call. I remember
last
it.
call, last call. My very
I
first
know.
series regular, you held my hand through that whole thing, and that was freaking amazing. It is like, it's just been so many times just on this climb, like a first time series regular, like that's so awesome that I got to share that.
And look, the looks on last call got a lot of attention because even the director, he was shouting out the makeup. I was like, okay, come on, face.
I love that. Love it, love
Yeah,
it.
so
And
that was
Andrea,
great.
you've been with me on movie, TV, red carpets, photo shoots, like just you gave me one of my absolute favorite looks, my side part, swoop, curly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's my signature look. You gave me my signature look. When people see me in the curly issue, you did that.
Yeah.
Like, how did you know that was gonna work for my face? I mean, I don't even know.
Because it's you I knew who the character was. So let me introduce myself. I'm Andrea Poe, for the people that don't know.
Hit him with
I
the
go
rhyme.
better known as the beauty broker. I make beautiful things happen, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I knew what they were looking for in the character. I'm also an executive producer on the project, as well as I'm Piper Mills. Ain't Piper.
Come on, we was in front of the camera and behind the camera on this one, all of us.
Okay, everybody was doing double duty.
Okay,
We were doing this when so Friend Zone actually comes from Pretty for a Big Girl, and I was in that as well. And Zinga was our lead, and that's really where it stems from, right? So I knew, like, when you break down a script, right? Because a lot of times as a department head, I have to break down the script and say,
need other hair
hey,
and makeup artists to hear this because when I come to set and y'all don't be knowing what scene and why and what's going on, it is very difficult to. I'm here to remember lines and act. I
yeah,
can't be
right.
telling you, well, this is what happened here. Like, so I love that you said that you broke down the script.
Yeah, I break down the
Yes,
script. So I know
absolutely.
it's an age, it's a look. We have lookbooks. So I talk with wardrobe, be like, hey, what you wearing? What you look like? What you going on? What you know? What is it? Because I have to come up with something that looks amazing. And you are feisty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You are the sister and it kind of, if I love my brothers, right? And so I know, right? Us as Black women, we not going nowhere looking crazy. We gotta, our brother find he doing this, and what are we doing? We looking cute
right.
too.
We want to
We
Okay.
be
gotta be
sexy, sassy.
step it up, sassy up, and you're a trend, right? So therefore, you needed something that was trendy, something that was real cute and fly and easy, right? Something where they're not gonna say, hey, uh, last looks, hey, can we get the hair move? Can we, we're not doing that.
So
We
you actually think about that. So I didn't even know you guys think about that in
oh
your.
yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you're like,
If
okay,
you'll
I'm gonna have.
recall on last call, I asked you, I was like, can you make sure they add me to the script distribution because they didn't have me on there initially. And that's a big part of what we do, like, because we're used to being department heads. We have to have these
Uh-huh.
scripts so we know
Uh-huh.
what the look is supposed to be because you can't have somebody who's supposed to just woke up
Right.
and you got them looking like they're coming to the club,
Can't
going to the club,
stand
I
them.
hate
And
when
I'd
I
be like,
see that in films. It's like that
why?
irritates me so
Yeah,
bad.
it does. It
That and
irritates me.
continuity is important. So, I always make sure that I know exactly what your scene is, what you're doing scene to scene, and if something has to change for that moment,
Yeah.
And
you
can
know.
Yeah,
I say,
because
I've seen some of the behind the scenes of photography, and Zinga looked incredible on
yeah.
like laying in the. Oh, well, so I shouldn't say that. Y'all gotta watch the movie. Y'all gotta watch the movie. But whether she was inside or outside or doing anything, her makeup
Mm-hmm.
was flawless. Her look, her hair, it looked effortless. She's kind of
Mm-hmm.
had that effortless beauty look. And
Mm-hmm.
I really loved all my looks. I really and shout out to Curvera and shout out to
Yeah.
also Nzinga's
Yes.
line. I forget the name of it, Imani. For the clothes because we looked fantastic. I had to throw on. I said, let me throw on a little over gold and everything, do my face and hair because I wasn't coming on this podcast with my beauty departments and looking great. I had to like pull up. I was like, pull up, Braylon. Hold on, get this back.
I was like, okay, she got the gold working,
You look
lashes,
it.
everything.
To do it
I
because
feel
But
like
Brayley,
I
I've
underdid it. I'm like, well, let me go
never
put on some
have I've
lashes.
never seen you look I've never seen you look less than fabulous though. Honestly.
Yeah,
you're so
I've
sweet.
yeah,
never
always
seen
fabulous.
you look
And your
like
style is always on point.
right. Like you
You
and
know how to
again,
dress for your shape, and I love that
yes.
about you.
It's
Like,
nothing
cause
You
you got
know
one of the
I
body
promise.
yaddies, honey. Like,
right.
pow, 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 splack out,
Right.
okay?
Right.
And
So
but you
listen,
dress for your
she was
shape, though.
my inspiration for years and I didn't even know her.
I love that.
She was my inspiration, my body I was like, I don't because you can't see her face on the picture,
She's the
but you can
original
see her
hourglass.
body.
Oh,
Baby,
black and white picture. I know what you're talking
yes,
about.
the
That
black one.
that one,
Yes.
that's the one. The
Yes.
So
original.
tell
That's
me,
what I
what
call
do
the
you guys
original
feel like
hourglass.
when you're sitting in the audience in your movie that you're in, executive produced, and both sides of the camera? What are you gonna feel like? What have you felt like in the past when you're sitting there like that's my work? Like when it comes on TV.
Had several and I was just like, "Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I could have did this." I critique myself and I critique what I
Daily.
could have done better every time. I'd be like, "Oh, hmm. maybe I could have cut that a little shorter, or maybe I could have, you know what I'm saying? I do that, and and I know that I need to get out of my head because a lot of times I'm in my head, always constantly thinking and planning. So I'm just, but I see it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let that baby live, and we
It's
good. But
hard
I'm
for
so
us as
proud.
artists to watch TV or films in general because we're
Mhm.
constantly critiquing. I don't see films the same way anymore because it's like or TV shows. I'm always critiquing or I'm catching continuity issues and I'm like irritated, by it. And so
The reason
sometimes
why I
it's hard.
cannot watch
But
Tubi.
when there's a show where the hair, makeup, everything is on point, I'm so
I
invested.
love it.
I'll tell you one of the films that to me got it right like on all fronts, and it's a classic. It's Boomerang. Back in
Mhm.
Boomerang
Mhm.
was one of the first Black
Mhm.
films that I saw where everybody was dressed impeccably, hair and makeup was on point, and even when you watch it today, it doesn't look so
Mhm.
dated because their style on that movie impeccable.
You gotta
Shout
make
out
me go
to
back and watch.
who
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was amazing, and I'm
And
like, I always think about that, like, I wanna see us represented properly, so when I get the opportunity to work with someone like you, Brayley, who I can,
Mhm.
do looks on that I wouldn't normally get to do or try things, like, we got to, play with different things and highlights
Yeah.
and because when you're working with a predominantly Black crew as well, they get it, like, sometimes when you're working on productions, they don't get the skin, like,
Yeah.
okay, that's dewy, that's glowy, that's not
Mhm.
shiny. They're like, makeup, can you run in? And no, 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 that glow is supposed to be there.
Right.
Like
Right.
we're putting those highlights in so that our skin can pop. And I hope that
Mhm.
when they see this film, they'll see all of those things, that we worked really hard to make sure that we capture
Yeah.
the essence of our skin tones.
Yeah.
I have to say, Nzinga, she does an amazing job at her own
Her
makeup.
own
She did
makeup.
her
Yeah.
own makeup. Yeah.
She
And there was
did.
probably only one or two scenes where I went in and did a little something on her because girlfriend knows how to beat her face. Okay. Yes.
Every little girl should have a makeup class because this is the
Yeah.
best I could do,
Hey,
okay?
holler at me.
You look good.
I was like, there was no way I was coming on with you guys and not zhuzhing it up, okay? Now you guys will see me with glasses and T-shirts on the other ones, but on y'all's, I was like, hold on, let me get the earrings, the necklace, let me get it all on.
And I was about to grab my glasses, like, maybe I should just throw my glasses.
You all were
Yeah.
so fashionable too. Now tell me, how do you guys get these jobs? Like, is there an audition process like actors? Do you have to audition to become hair and makeup on these
No.
movies and TV shows?
Sometimes,
Well,
sometimes it's not an audition. It's
A screen test.
I haven't ever been asked for a screen test. What I've been
Yeah,
asked
so
for
some shows, like even when I worked on Paternity Court, which you
um,
guys know, that show was amazing, and that's where I got my Emmy award.
hey, Amy.
mhm.
But initially, we had to do a screen test,
Oh,
and what
wow.
they do is they have you come in. In this case, I was doing Lauren Lake's makeup. They had me do her makeup, and they put it up on the screen, and they had another makeup artist that came in and they put her makeup up on the screen and it was unanimous. They told me later
Yeah.
everyone picked the
That's
work that I did.
That's an
So
Alex.
Right.
so
Now
they
that's
do that sometimes. Yeah,
Well,
they
tell me,
wow.
actually
Okay.
Andrea,
do
tell me
that on
more.
some shows.
I've never had that part done, but I've had where they want you to send in work or reels of what you've done for other
Yeah,
movies,
absolutely.
or they've seen it already and they're calling me. They're like, "Hey, we need you to come in. Can you come in right now? We had an issue with a makeup artist." I'm like, "Okay, okay,
That's right, Andrea,
okay."
because you do both makeup and hair, child. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. And so they would, I'd be like, "Okay, okay. Well, what is when you're going in blind, it's crazy, right? Because now I gotta catch
Yeah.
up. 'Cause I don't know. What is this movie? Who are y'all? Who are y'all? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is going on here? And then I'm looking, I'm like, that doesn't look right for that character, and that doesn't look right for that character. So I come in and be like, hey, let's have a meeting first. I know what you
Hmm.
need, right? But what you
Yeah.
really need is
Is
to
this.
get these characters in line so they look like the character, and then the actor feels comfortable because they have to be feeling comfortable. They have to feel comfortable in front of that camera. or else
Absolutely.
it's gonna be a big mess.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
so
that has been I've been on a
yeah,
couple of sets like that because I say everything, big stuff, small stuff. I just love to act, and I just
yeah.
love, like, working in my gifts, and I believe that is the same for you guys too.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm so excited about Friend Zone. I wrote a
Mhm.
song called Friend Zone. And it's not the same storyline as the movie. It's a different little storyline, but you
Okay.
guys will be hearing that shortly. I'm going to make sure that you guys get to have the first copies of it. So it'll be in your emails
Okay.
and y'all have to,
Yes.
use it whenever you want. But I just
Yeah,
wanted
I've
to,
had to put a few people in the friend zone.
okay, let's well, I wanted to go to Andrea Poe right now because I think you just had a new daughter inducted into your family through marriage.
Yes. I
So,
have a
have you
daughter-in-law.
ever like tried to stop your kids from dating a particular person and say, "That's a friend. That ain't that."
Yeah, I have. Mhm.
Oh, mom
Mhm.
was all up in it.
Yeah. Because first of all, as a mother, I know I could see God just gives you these sight, these visions, and I told my daughter, I was like, he ain't it. Her first boyfriend, I was like, he ain't it. Don't do it.
So
My
She
when your
mom
didn't
has
do
son
it.
brings
definitely
a
told me a
fiance
couple of
home,
times.
what did you
You
say?
know,
What did you
what'd you
say?
say, Tony?
Wait. Go back, Brayley. What did you say?
Oh no, you said something and we were talking over you because we could barely. As a matter of fact, speak up a little bit because we could barely hear you. What you say?
Okay.
Okay. Let me try to turn this
I hear
volume
you
up.
good, Andrea. But
Okay.
I was like, so even for
How's
your
my volume
son,
now?
perfect. Even for your son,
Okay, great.
he brings home a fiance. You're like, oh,
Well, see, when I first, okay, so he didn't bring her home as a fiance. He brought her home as a girlfriend, somebody he really liked. And I'm like, okay, so we had been through a couple of girls, right? And she reminded me of my Aunt Bessie.
no. I love Aunt Bessie. I think
No, that was Aunt Lit. Did you meet Aunt Bessie? You might have. Hold on. Did you meet Aunt?
I did.
Yeah,
Anyway, I
you
love
might have.
one of your
But
aunties.
you're right. Aunt Bessie, she reminded me of Aunt Bessie, and I was like, I love her. You know what I'm saying? Because the other little girls, one, he said she was a witch, and I said, she's a what? He said, she's a witch. And I said,
You don't get this child about my house.
Right? Like what?
no, I mean, I didn't know, no judgment, right?
I didn't do you, but do it somewhere.
But the spirit, when you lead, I go by the spirit. It was something real off. I was like,
Yeah, no.
baby, that ain't it.
Bitch.
Now, Tony, you tell
That
me,
ain't it.
have you ever friend zoned somebody or have you
Absolutely. I've had to stick a couple of people in that friend zone because yeah,
Everybody goes
it,
to the friend
it
zone with
yeah, yeah, it's been
okay,
quite a
you
few
both of you give me
inducted into
2
the friend zone.
reasons. Give me 2 reasons you would put somebody in the friend zone. Go, Tony, you go first.
Okay, one reason would be that it just feels like that. Like recently, I went out with a guy a couple of times, and every time we went out, it was like he was trying really hard to convince me that this feels perfect. Doesn't it feel right? Like, and I was like, no, I'm not feeling the same way. And I felt a little cringy. And I
yeah,
don't like that, like, and I'm like, no, I'm getting friendship vibes. Like, you're a
yeah.
great guy, nothing wrong, but just not for me. Sometimes we just not the two and I'm not the one.
Why? And Andrea, tell
It's
me about
just,
your friend zone.
uh,
When you
is this going to be a long story, Drea? How
No,
long we
it's
got,
not
Braylon?
a long story. I'm just
What?
trying to figure out how to tell it without telling. Do you know what I'm saying?
we don't know him.
It's okay. Yeah, no. I mean, he's known. He's known. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to tell it
Don't
without telling.
slip because I don't know how to edit.
Okay. Because I
Let's
don't know
keep
how
it all
to.
the way 100.
So
You may not need
I
to tell
thought,
this story.
right, I thought that we had a little something going on, but because he's in the entertainment bit, it's hard for me to date. It's hard for me to date here. And he doesn't even live here. But I kind of had to put him in the friend zone because of the things that, the consistency.
That's one consistency.
That's a good
If you
way to
are
put it.
not consistent with me,
Consistency.
baby, unlock the friend zone gate because you going to jail.
Right, right.
Yeah,
But you know what? I
absolutely.
don't think the friend zone is a bad place.
No, but some people can't handle it because when I put this person in the friend zone, I no longer heard from him, and
Oh,
that's okay with me though, because I always ask that, if I start dating someone and it's not right, like, let this
right,
end peacefully without it being hurtful to him or me, so
right.
I'm okay with that. Because I always feel like I ask and pray that God will remove people out of my life that aren't supposed to be there. So I just feel
Okay.
like it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, but some people just can't handle being put in the friend zone because that's not where they want to be.
Hey,
And
well, I
that's
want
Right. It's good. I mean, I just think that putting them in the friend zone is like putting them over to the side for a little later till they grow up, till they figure it out, get it right, and then they could maybe try again, come back. Because for the last 3 weeks, oh, I've had every ex come back. I'm so sorry.
they
One
all
guy
come
was
back.
like, I hurt you,
Mhm,
and I'm
mhm.
so sorry. I was like, you hurt me. I was looking at the phone like,
Who is
when did
this?
you hurt me? I
Don't make
was
me
like,
say
when
the
did
name.
you was we ever in a did we ever do anything for me to be hurt? Cause
Right.
if you hurt me, I would have just been like, okay, you hurt me and go.
I'm
You know what
done.
I'm saying? Go ahead. But you ain't did nothing to me because we never laid down. We never was in a relationship. We were just talking. So
And then here's the other one. When a guy texts me, "Do you miss me?" I'll be like, "Baby, you didn't give me nothing to miss."
right.
Right.
That's right. What am I missing?
I
If
think
I was
guys
missing
want to
something,
be
you could
missed because I
yeah.
get that a lot. Do you miss me? Do you miss me? And I feel like, why should I
Hello.
miss somebody and why should you be missing me and I'm right here and you know where I'm at? Like,
Right.
You talking
you know what
now.
I
You
mean? Like,
Okay. Right.
yeah, I don't believe in having to miss you if you right here.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like,
All
what's the
right, ladies,
problem?
let's wrap this thing up. Why don't both of you take turns, one at a time, giving me your best pitch to get somebody to watch Friend Zone on November 13th on All Black? And whoever wants to go first,
Drea?
Andrea, you go.
You know what? I think that you need to watch this movie because I got a friend who loves to be loved. And then I got a friend who doesn't know if they want to be loved or not. I want you to help them decide. So
Mm.
I need you to watch Friend Zone November 13th. Watch All Black.
Know how I
Girl,
could
that
top
was
that? That was
good. Come on.
everything.
She put in the
Everything you need to
character.
know.
I believed her, and I'm you gonna make me watch the movie. Tony, it is your turn, honey.
Okay, so listen, if you've ever wanted to watch an all black cast doing amazing things, I mean, they this cast will make you laugh, make you cry, make you want to decide if you want to put somebody in the friend zone or not. You know what I mean? I think that this is that feel good movie that we need around this time of year. The holidays are coming up. It almost will put you in the mind of one of those rom-coms, from the holidays. So it's coming out right at the right time of the season, I think. So get your popcorn and watch Friend Zone on All
Uh,
Black.
You guys so much. I cannot wait to get back to Atlanta so I can get in both of your chairs. Like I said, I did my best to pull it together to honor what you guys have done for me on so many, so many, so many, so many occasions.
I got
And yes, Lord,
Okay.
I need all the wigs. I need all the wigs. I need all the face beats. And Tony, I just want to give a special
Come
shout
on.
out to your mommy. And I want to
Yeah.
thank her for appearing on my podcast. Hi, mommy. We love you. And
She's my
to
angel
Marcy
now.
Joseph, my love
Yes.
to you.
Women, go and get your breasts checked, get your mammograms. Early detection is
uh-huh.
key.
Amen. Come on. And we got a public service announcement. All right.
Okay.
I love y'all. And thanks for being on from 9 to 5 to Wow. It is my pleasure to watch you live your wow life. See you on the next one.
All
Love
Bye.
right.
you.
Bye. See
Bye.
you tomorrow, Dre.